Welcome to EJH British Cars. Well, we had a couple of nice warm days this last week, so I got to actually do some painting. So I got some bits and pieces, and I wanted to show you how the vent that goes in front of the windshield goes back together, because it's something fairly simple and not something everybody does all the time. So let's go take a look at it.
Here's some of the various bits and pieces. This is the actual flat panel, and that's the new spring, and that's the correct orientation for the spring. This is the lever mechanism, this is the push mechanism. This is the new rubber seal for the outside, and also, if you can see it up here, goes through that rubber gasket, or that rubber grommet right there. So that's a new one, it's a 1/2 inch grommet. So that's gone in. So the first thing we want to do is put this on here, and it'll be held down in the back by the bolts through the thing, but I'm going to take some weather strip adhesive. That's what this is, 3M yellow strip. This is yellow. Really black's better to use than yellow, but I got yellow. So what you do is you lay a bead in here and then push it on there so that that glue gets on there, then take it off again and then let it dry till it's tacky and then install it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there you can see I put it on there and it left some of that glue there, and that's just drying up a little bit. This is a little messy, we'll clean it up after. Next I'm going to want to loosely fit this. So this goes with these tabs facing up and towards the cockpit, and this will go up because this is going to bolt. That's what bolts onto that tab right here on there. So you want that to be above the rubber gasket, and I just put some new screws on this. So that's that in there. These are 1032 screws, by the way, and the ones for the hinge on the flapper, these are 1/4 28. So we got that in, and this is just loose because we're going to have to, that spring goes underneath those tabs that are in the front there, so we want to not tighten that up until we get the spring in place. So we're going to go ahead and bolt the lid down. Do this so to stand it up so that everything's out of the way.
Just a quick note, when you put the 1/4 20 bolts through the back of the hinge, there is no room for washers, even just a single flat washer. Otherwise they stick up so far they stop the lid from closing down all the way. You might have room for a star washer, but I just went with just a straight bolt. Anyway, just to let you know. Alright, so that's bolted down. So next we're going to feed this through the scuttle, through that new grommet, and then it goes underneath that little tiny 1/4 inch head screw right there, and it just tightens down. So you'll want to fit that rod into that little clip screw before you bolt it in, otherwise you'll fight it. And you want it to be really close to the end, so maybe just, you know, an 8 3/16 pushing through, because you want this to be able to rotate freely. And then you're going to have to adjust that once you get it all set up with the crash pad and everything else. Well, that'll come later, but you want that just snug so that it doesn't fall off after you get it all together. And then we're going to fit these. Let's fit this spring down into that area right there, and then we'll bolt that up. So it's kind of hard to see because the rubber gasket's in here, but we need to take this piece of that spring and slip it between those ears that were on the back of this lever mount, and that's why we didn't tighten these up all the way. So we'll put them in, make sure that they're down low, and then snug those up. So once you get that bolted down, you can slip this spring through those two receivers, just like that. And this should start to be working. Yeah, so that's running into this thing right now. And you can see how that moves that back and forth. So we'll pull that all the way out, and that'll get it nice and high. And then I have a 1/4 28 nut and a bolt, and that's a nylock that'll hold that in place. So I need to lower that down. just to get a little tight in there to work. There we go. And we want to do that just to turn the two into the nylon, because we don't want to crimp that. We want this to move freely. We're going to need 2 wrenches obviously to do that. And there it is. And that's still sitting a little proud, but I think with time, that's just being held up by that fresh rubber gasket. I think that'll go down with time. Anyway, you can see that handle moving back and forth as we lift it up and down. And also oiled everything. And that's the first time that this has worked since I got it, so 25 years. I got it, the springs were broken, the hinge was frozen, and the bolts were broken off. This thing was just sitting here loose. So 1032's there, this is a 1/4-28, that's 1/4-28 in the back. To fix the back, I had to drill out the broken off screws. I didn't break them off, somebody else did. And then I helicoiled them a 1/4-28. And that seems to work nicely. So I hope you enjoyed that. It seems like a simple job, but it's pretty fiddly. Particularly, I had it apart and together a couple of times trying to get the right order to do all the springs and everything. Hopefully I'll edit it right so you can see how to do it the way you want. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we'll see you next time.